Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers.
To kick off for the Chargers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
3-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
2 yards.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The second down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards, and it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for one. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry now for Joshua Kelly, the former Brewer. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
1st and 10.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Kelly. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
Well, they're not going to do it consistently here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Herbert operating from the red zone. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Those INTs all sting. When you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Mayfield looks to throw, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them can give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, unfortunately for them.
And the Raiders have got him. The 2nd-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? you make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackle made at the 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lynn Bowden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
But no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They run with a 4th-year back. It's Austin Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and...
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chargers. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Made by Tanner Muse. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
On the ground out. It's Jacobs to start the drive. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Jacobs, the ball carrier. The tackle by Denzel Perryman.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard
Coming
line.
up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's King. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Raiders 24. Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Rosen. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On third down, Rosen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Badgley's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Flushed out right. He'll let this go deep for runs. His guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Chargers take over first and 10.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. After the interception, here's Rosen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And it's second down.
30-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. Allen's got it complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down.
8-yard line.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Virgil Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10.
Makes the score Raiders 24.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And 10 at the 34-yard line.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Formation for the Raiders.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, but they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high, so they can keep cutting into that lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
42-yard line.
Rosen off the play action. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, it's Rosen. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Well, and it's picked. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. The mistakes can continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Chargers 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a big return will get it all the way down to the 35. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with Bowden. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd
and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try it again with Bowden. And work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Raiders 38, Chargers 10. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. He's airing it out, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Virgil Green, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Raiders 38. Chargers 17.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
From the 38, Mayfield.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Vegas.
They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Lynn Bowden, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now Rosen on 1st down. Interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. Now it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Aguilar has it.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Flush to his right. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards.
That'll bring up 2nd down. And again, it's Mayfield. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas,
the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on